the Chargers drafted cornerbacks Cam Hart and Taheem Steele. We still have Jasiah Taylor and Dean Leonard, and they also signed cornerback Christian Fulton. Now, we don't know if this is going to be the final roster for the secondary going into the season, but Asante Samuel Jr. is entering the final year of his contract. Do you think the Chargers extend him? And if they do, what does that extension look like?
I'll leave those numbers up to Kyle. He knows a lot about the number. He's a numbers guy. In terms of Asante Samuel Jr., I think he's been making some noise at OTAs. Now, take OTAs with a grain of salt, whatever. I feel like he's really kind of coming into it, but I think everyone's going to get this 1 year to make an impression on this coaching staff. Mm-hmm. And if it's not good enough, what's going to happen? If you're on that last year of your deal, you're probably gone, and they're just going to formulate it into the image they want. I do think that Asante Samuel will make an impression if he stays healthy, though. In my heart of hearts, I think he's back next year.
Kyle.
Man, I posted this on Stormcloud, and the guys were kind of on the same page. I posted it on Reddit, and I got cooked, boys. Like I have grill marks. No. It's not good. It's not good. I'm charred and burned right now.
Let me close that Reddit real quick.
Yeah. I was like, man. A lot of fans really like Zont because he creates turnovers, and that's exciting. That's understandable.
Yes.
I don't know if he's the culture fit for Jim, only because we haven't seen him make that impact in the run game yet.
Yeah.
2 different seasons ended on Zont blowing a run read. The Week 18 game against the Raiders, when they put Zay Jones in motion, Zont was supposed to follow him and fill that run read that they ran right to. And then Doug Peterson targeted multiple times in a game that he got 3 interceptions and almost won us the game single-handedly. He also was a huge liability against the run. And I don't know if Jim's going to be okay with that. Can he change that? With the right coaching and mentality, if anybody can. So if that happens, I'm going to be the first one to say, yes, let's extend him. But right now I have him at a contract of about $16.4 million per year on like a 4 or 5 year deal. The way we kind of got to that was making him kind of a tier below Trevon Diggs. But that's the kind of player that he's been so far, a guy that gets his hands on the football, makes a lot of interceptions, but has a little bit of a boom or bust element to him. And so that's kind of where I'm seeing it go right now. But I think what we might see, since Fulton's on a 1 year deal, since we have 2 young cornerbacks that we're developing right now, Zont is the perfect candidate for a franchise tag. Just give them 1 more year to develop and show out under Harbaugh. Let these younger guys develop. And it's also a position that we probably feel pretty confident, even if Hart are still kind of situational players, we can pretty reliably turn to the draft to pick up a day 1 or 2 cornerback that can come in and immediately help. With all these 7-on-7 drills that these college and high school kids are doing, cornerbacks are coming out in droves, same as wide receivers. So
exactly.
Stop gaps here would be ideal in my mind.
One of the things that I always talked about, I remember Asante's, his best season was his rookie season, and he was balling. And I've been highly critical of Brandon Staley, and pretty much the majority of all the players on that team under his schemes, under his coaching staff, regressed. Durham, we never saw Durham be the playmaker he was. So I was wondering how much of Asante's regression, how much of it was coaching? You know what I mean? Because he was so good that first year. I was so excited about this dude, but yet now he looks like a liability in the middle of the field when he have to make open tackles. We've seen him miss those tackles, out of position, not being where he was supposed to be, and sometimes just get overpowered because he's not a big guy. I really like him, man, and he got it in his genes. His dad was a big-time playmaker, and I'm really rooting hard for him, but I don't know if he's one of Harbaugh's type of guys, but we'll find out this year.
Absolutely. I mean, if anyone's going to put the size on him and let him be a little bit less of a liability in that run game, it's his staff. So they're going to be able to put eyes on him and see what's going to happen.